Picture this, you're late for an important meeting, stuck in traffic, your phone is dead, and a family conflict awaits you at home. Sound familiar? Good day, this is the Dark Psychology channel. Today I'll show you how intelligence agencies and surgeons maintain ice-cold composure in critical situations when lives are on the line. In the next 5 minutes, you'll master 4 scientifically proven techniques that will transform you from a panicker into someone who can think clearly, even in chaos. These methods are used by pilots when engines fail, negotiators during hostage situations, and surgeons during the most complex operations. Ready to become invulnerable to stress? Then remember every word. This could save your career, relationships, and even your life. First, let's understand what happens in your brain during stress. When the brain perceives a threat, the amygdala triggers fight, flight, or freeze mode. Adrenaline and cortisol flood the system. Your heart pounds wildly. Muscles tense up. But here's the problem. In today's world, most threats aren't physical. It's deadlines, conflicts, financial problems. Yet our brain reacts as if you're being attacked by a saber-toothed tiger. The result? Logical thinking shuts down. The prefrontal cortex, your center for rational decisions, literally goes offline under the influence of stress hormones. This is exactly why, in critical situations, people forget obvious solutions, make impulsive decisions, say things they later regret, freeze up completely. But there are ways to outsmart this ancient program, and the first method is used by all professionals in extreme occupations. Technique number 1, tactical breathing. This isn't just breathe and calm down. This is a precise physiological technique that switches your nervous system from panic mode to control mode in 30 seconds. How to perform: inhale through the nose for 4 counts, hold breath for 7 counts, exhale through mouth for 8 counts. Repeat 3 to 4 cycles. Why it works. The slow exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your internal brake pedal. The breath hold increases CO2 concentration in your blood, which calms the amygdala. Crucial: practice this in calm states. Your muscle memory needs to be ready to trigger automatically. Pilot Chesley Sullenberger used breathing techniques when he landed that plane on the Hudson River. He saved 155 lives by maintaining control over his own state. But breathing is just the first level. There's a more powerful technique. Technique 2, Special Forces Stop Method. When adrenaline is through the roof, you need to emergency reboot your brain. Special Forces operators use the STOP technique. S, stop. Literally tell yourself, stop. T, take a breath. Take 1 deep inhale, exhale. O, observe. Look around. Name 5 objects. P, proceed. Ask yourself, what's my next move? Real-life example. Your boss calls you in for a serious talk. Heart pounding, mind racing with worst-case scenarios. Apply stop. Stop. Interrupt the panic spiral. Deep breath. Regain control. Look around. Engage logical thinking. Think. I need facts in a calm tone. In 15 seconds, you transform from panicker to someone who can solve problems constructively. The key: this technique only works if you've rehearsed it. In the critical moment, it's not time to learn, it's time to execute. Technique number 3, cognitive reframing. The most powerful technique is to change your perception of the situation. What you think about stress matters more than the stress itself. Reframing algorithm. 1. What's the worst that could happen? Follow the situation to its logical conclusion. 2. How will this help me? Find hidden opportunities. 3. What would my hero do? Shift to a role model mindset. Real-world example. Situation: public speaking. 200 people in the audience. You forgot your speech. Typical reaction: I'm humiliated. Everyone will think I'm an idiot. Reframe: worst-case scenario? People will forget about it in a week. How it helps? I'll learn to improvise, become more confident. What would Steve Jobs do? Turn it into a story. Add some humor. In 30 seconds, stress transforms into challenge. Panic becomes excitement. Scientific fact. Research shows people who perceive stress as helpful live longer and achieve greater success. Technique number 4. Grounding technique. When anxiety skyrockets, your mind flies off into panic scenarios. The grounding technique instantly brings you back to reality. The 5-4-3-2-1 method. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 sounds you can hear, 2 smells you can smell, and 1 taste in your mouth. Practical application. Panic attack before crucial negotiations. C. Desk, pen, window, painting, clock, touch, chair, phone, wall, jacket, fabric. Hear, air conditioner, voices, footsteps, smell, coffee, air freshener, taste, mint gum. In 2 minutes, your nervous system calms down, thinking becomes clear. Why it works. Engaging all 5 senses activates the parasympathetic nervous system and grounds consciousness in the here and now moment. This technique is used by psychologists for treating post-traumatic stress. Effectiveness rate 87%. Here's your complete stress-busting arsenal. 1. 4, 7, 8. Breathing for rapid calming. 2. Stop technique for emergency reset. 3. Cognitive reframing for shifting perception. 4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grounding for reality anchoring. Crucial, you must train these techniques before the critical situation hits. Muscle memory is your greatest ally. Your assignment? Pick one technique and practice it daily for 5 minutes over the next week. Remember, stress isn't your enemy. It's a signal that the situation matters to you. Learn to harness its energy for peak performance. Like this video if you're ready to master your emotions. Subscribe and remember, calmness isn't the absence of the storm, it's learning to dance in the rain.